Hey, what's up? It's Sugar from Soundkandy Studio. Hope everyone's doing well. Today I'm going to do a quick video on the Overloud Gems Tape Deck. It's a tape simulator plugin. I quite like it. I've been using it for a few weeks now and I like it a lot, I should say. If you haven't already done so, please comment, please subscribe, please click the notification button so you can be informed on new videos. Okay, so enough of that. Let's go and take a look at this plugin and see what we think about it. See you in a moment. Welcome back. Right, so as we said at the beginning, this one is a quick review on the Overloud Gems Tape Deck. Now, it's a tape simulator, as you've already seen, so let's just jump straight into this one. Now, this particular plugin is modeled on 3 individual consoles. So you have the S4000, you have the N80, and you have the T88. The S4000, I guess, is probably going to be more suited towards your rock and your pop. The N80, that's a more richer sound, and the T88 is a fat and warm sound. So less about that. So let's just go into this and we'll take a look at the interface itself. It's quite a nice interface. I really do like Overloud products simply for the way that they look and also the way that they sound. So we'll start on the left hand side. On the left hand side we have the input section. And that consists of your VU meters, your mic pre, so you can record through your mic pre, and the tolerances. Incidentally, the tolerances are simply there to give a little extra characteristics. So if you engage that button, there will be slight differences. In the middle, you have the tape deck itself, and I currently have this on links. They can be unlinked. If we unlink them, as we move the record level, the playback level stays fixed. If we link them, as we increase the record level, as you can see now, the playback level reduces. So that's why I have them linked. It saves me messing around. Below that you have the power button, you have the tape speed, so you're going to go from 7.5 IPS all the way to 30, so that gives you 7.5, 15 and 30. I generally have it on 15. Then you have your VU meters in the middle. Below that you have the bias. I generally have it on normal, but you can have it on over. To the right side of that you have the wow and flutter. I generally have this very, very low. Not necessarily a great fan. And then on the right hand side here in the tape section you have the playback level. Finally, to the right hand side you have the output level. Obviously your mix button on and off, and below that you finally have the 3 individual consoles themselves. So we are currently located on the S4000. Below that you have the N80, and then you have the T88. There's slight differences in the graphical, the way that the graphics are presented. So let's just start on the top one, which is the S4000. What I've done is I've just put a quick track together. It's a hip-hop style track, and we're going to listen to how this sounds on this track. Now, it's currently located on my master bus, so we'll just quickly go through and see what it sounds like. Now, for anyone that doesn't use tape simulators, I always do, pretty much on everything, and I guess I do because I don't like that very sterile digital sound. And it's funny because I had a conversation with a colleague the other day about tape simulators, and about that we've gone into this digital domain, and we're buying plugins to simulate things that we used to have. So the whole idea of going into the digital domain was a much cleaner, much more it was a cleaner sound, and the fidelity was greater. For me, I'm an old school guy. I have a mixture of outboard gear, so hardware and software. And obviously lots of people are not going to rush out and buy a 30-year-old recorder if they don't need to. But certainly in my domain, I like outboard gear and I like old things, probably because I'm old myself. So okay, let's do enough chat. Let's just go and have a listen to it. Incidentally, there is a bunch of presets which you can choose from, so you don't have to simply go and fiddle with the knobs. You can just choose a bunch of presets. But we will start on the initial preset, And finally, to the right hand side, let me just go and show you this. You have the manual, which is there. This version I'm using is 1.20. I believe the previous version didn't have the, I think it only had 30 and 15 IPs. I'm not sure if the 7.5 was there. I could be wrong, so if somebody says actually it was there, but I've seen previous videos where it wasn't there. I'm sure it was only 15 and 30, or 15, yeah, I think it was 15 and 30 on the previous version. Okay, so let's go and listen to what it sounds like. And what I found also, finally, before I play some music, what I found with these plugins is this particular plugin, there needs to be a slight fine balance in between not pushing too much, but also hearing the results of the tape plugin itself. So what I try to do is the VU meters on the tape itself and the VUs on the in and output. It's a fine balancing act to make sure we get them right. So let's just go and have a listen. And incidentally, one of the things that you're going to want to do, so if you increase either the input or decrease the output or make changes to the tape itself, it's always best to do an A/B, just what it sounds with and what it sounds without. So we'll do that now. The other thing we're going to do, although we do have a bunch of presets, I will just go through some of these presets just so that you can hear what they sound. Although, having said that, this track is on the master bus, and you probably, if you were going to simply do a drum, put this on the drum bus, then you'd probably just need to do that. But we'll just go through some of the plugins, some of the presets, and see what they sound like, regardless of where this particular plugin has already been placed. And incidentally, we'll also, whilst we're where we are now, I'm going to flick through some of the other consoles, so we'll hear what they sound like also. Now, for me, on this particular track, the N80 seems to do the better job on this particular track and on this drum bus. For me, I like the sound of the N80. See if you can hear the difference yourself. The N80 seems to give that crack on the snare drum, so it seems to bring that out. I quite like that. But again, with all things, it's down to taste. What I'm going to do now, let me just bring down the output a little bit. I'm going to cycle through some of the presets. So let's go and have a look at the light drum bus, see what that sounds like. And we're currently on the S4000. Now, incidentally, as it is a tape emulator, slamming the the VUs is it's not encouraged, but it's meant to be an analog process, so you can slam the VUs. I try not to do it too much because consciously, but it sounds quite nice. For me, I've got to say, the N80 I really do like. It's a more classic sound, and it's for this particular track. I think it works really well. Right, so this is just a very quick, brief overview on this plugin. I like it. I like the look of it. I like the sound of it. And if you're in the market for a tape simulator, this is probably one that you can consider. As with most things, you can go to the Overloud website, and there probably will be a demo of this. So it's well worth taking a look at, downloading the plugin, trying it yourself. I think it's roughly about €79 at the moment, at the time of recording this in December. So it's well worth taking a look. As I said again, it's down to taste. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But it's well worth going along, downloading the plugin, sticking it on the track that you like, or even multiple tracks, individual tracks, your drum bass, your master bass, whatever, and see whether you like it yourself. But I think it sounds really nice. For what it is, I like it. I'm not a great fan of Wow and Flutter, and it's probably not something that I'm going to use. However, for everything else, I will definitely be using this. As I said, I always use a tape simulator on my tracks anyway, just to get the edge off that digital crispy sound. But this is one I do like. If you like the video, if there's something I've missed and I haven't explained very well, please do leave a comment. If you'd like me to do more, I have a few simulators that I use. The Softtube one is the one I use the most, just for preference, I guess. I just like the sound of it. However, this is pretty close, and this is something that I'd also be using a lot. Okay, that's it for me. Stay tuned for more videos. If there's something that I've missed and you'd like, please do leave a comment. If there's something else that you'd like me to review, please leave a comment on that too, and I will speak to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.